Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video we're going to build a Titus team for Chimera. We're going to talk about everything you need to know, what you should be prioritizing when you build this team, because it might sound easy, but there are like some small tweaks in the build that can ramp up your damage just like this and make you do way more damage. So Titus team, what is the Titus team going to be? Well, first you need 2 buff extenders at least, and the third could be either a reset champion or another buff extend. So as reset champion, the best one you could have is Fidey. You could go with Donatello, but if you want to use Donatello as your reset champion, you need another champion called the Lion Mythical, whatever, Androck. If you have Androck, yeah, you can go with Donatello. If you don't have Androck, Donatello is going to be annoying to use because you need 600 resistance for your Chimera team. And if you don't use increased resistance buff, you have to build them with 600. So the trick is use 400 resistance with an increased resistance buff. Really quick guys, get yourself a free legendary Narma by clicking the link in my description. You will also get 3 amazing epics, Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage. All you need to do is, number 1, log out of Play and Play on your PC and uninstall it. Number 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Number 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Number 4, go to your inbox and claim the champion. So don't miss out on the great chance to get Narma and 3 very strong epics. So make sure to click my link before it expires. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the buffs and then you're going to choose increase resistance. If you don't have the big version, you can try with the small version and see which one you have. Like as an example, I have this guy. Does he buff extend? No, he has increased resistance on all allies, but he doesn't buff extend, which make him like kind of a weak source. Okay, so you go with the big increased resistance. You have, or I have all of these champions. Now this one just only make the increased resistance only on her, so technically she does not make sense to use because I'm gonna end up needing all of the stats. Like if you take a look here, she only put it on herself, so we don't need that. So I have copper coin, I have this guy Brager or whatever his name is. He has increased resistance and increase speed on all allies. He has remove 1 random buff and then place this shield, but he does not buff extend. So technically we have Uella, which is a fusion that we had long time ago. So Uella is technically the best. I said Fidey is the best because Fidey, he can reset and he can have increased resistance and Veil as well. So 3 stuffs you need for this build. So we're going to use Uella. Why? She has increased resistance, she has decreased speed, and she has a heal. And against Lion form is going to end up doing lots of damage to you, and he ignores shield. So you need a champion that can heal. She has a big heal on a 3-turn cooldown. Mastery is why. Now I see why I was struggling with the build, because I don't have this. I actually thought I have this one. So as far as masteries, you go with the same, but then you just go this way. So you go with the 50 resistance or 50 accuracy, whichever you gonna end up needing. Now I see why I was struggling. Gear wise, what we're gonna gear on Uella? 300 speed. Remember, we need 400 resistance, and because I'm gonna use Mikage's aura accuracy, so I can build my champions around 360 accuracy, so that should be fine. Also remember that Mikage has an increased accuracy, so if you have an end game gear, you should be able to make it work. If you don't have that, don't just stick to the stats. What the stats we need? We need 400 resistance and 450 accuracy. 400 resistance with the increased accuracy, it makes it up to 600 resistance, and 350 accuracy with the accuracy aura or with the increased accuracy, whichever you want to do, it's going to be enough. Now the main champion is going to be Titus. Now how to build a Titus? Ideally you want to crit cap Titus. If you can't, like myself, because you don't have good accessories, are you just going to build him in 6 pieces Merciless, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and 2 pieces of Zeal and 1 piece to make the build work. As an example, the only way I could able to make it work, because I don't have a 5-star soul, I needed a resistance banner. As far as the relic, there are multiple relics you could use. The best one is of course Cat Gaze. If you don't have Cat Gaze, you can go with this one. This one is actually good enough. So if you have this one, that's good. I just don't have enough to keep switching up stuff. Now, as far as our AUTO Coordinate works only on Hydra. It does not work on Chimera because technically you don't have any buffs for that. Gems wise, Boss Slayer, I just don't have any Boss Slayer to put on my Titus. Anything to make this team do more damage? Yes, if you take a look at my Wixwell, where are you? My Wixwell technically has my Volcanic Heart. I did not switch those two because This was on my Galathir, and then I put him here, and now removing them cost just so much that I just actually don't bother with switching them. So I'm just going to keep them. As far as the stats, as I said, we need 400 resistance and 350 accuracy. You can see as I don't have enough accuracy, but hopefully with the increased accuracy, I can keep it up all the time. So that would be enough. As far as the blessing, you need cruelty, you need brimstone. Those are two important ones, so you can have the enough debuffs to get all the trials. As far as the builds, okay, Mikage, I literally did not even switch her gear. I just kept her in War Master with those. As far as her gear, 9 pieces of protection, just to make sure that she's gonna end up giving 2 buffs, and that's 10% more damage for our friend Titus. Speed-wise, as fast as you can, and you need that mark for accuracy. As far as Lydia, I'm gonna build her in Toxic set and enough pieces, blocking pieces, call it whatever you want. So just the stats, you know, I need to get 360 accuracy and 400 resistance and as much speed as possible. Now, as far as Lydia, you need to put this one on Lydia, Nature's Bounty. Why Nature's Bounty? Simply so you can do the trials on the Ram form. And remember, like, the Ram form will attack your lowest crit damage, and my lowest crit damage is going to be Uella, so Uella will have Aspect of Serath. So for the Aspect of Serath champion, make sure you have those gemstones, because these ones will make the champion take way less damage, okay? You need those gemstones. Those, yes, you might not have them, but when you have them, it will make your run as close to 100% as possible. Now, Lion attacks your highest defense, so also you need to have it on your highest defense. Technically, I have Volcanic Heart on my highest defense, so technically, I wouldn't need a Aspect of Serath. What is my Wix? Well, let me just read it to you. At one point, when you go to the Volcanic Heart, it will put, when you are below 25%, it will put a shield, so technically that should provide some sort of survivability. Now, as far as the team order, if we go to the team order, Ultra Nightmare, where is the team? This is the team. So we have this in the lead. Make sure you have the Brimstone champion behind Lydia, and that will have an impact on your key. I will tell you later in the video. Yeah, just make sure your Lydia is behind the leader, if not the leader. I mean, using her as a leader, that means you're going to waste lots of aura. So I recommend using her as the second one. As far as the preset, Mikage, she's going to prioritize her A2, as you can see, and then A3 as the second one. Now, as far as Lydia, if you want to make the run auto-friendly, just make sure you open and never use the A3, so you can keep A3 ready to go for the Viper form. As far as Uella, open with increased resistance, but you're gonna keep using increased resistance, but because it also has another part of it, which is Fell Termite, so we're gonna need it for the Termite Fell. As far as Wixwell, we're gonna open with A3 and we will never use it. As you can see, we're gonna prioritize A2. As far as Titus, we're never gonna use A3, and on the second form, I will manual this because I am only going to be able to use his A2 only in one condition, which is if there is a true fear. How are we supposed to get true fear? That's the Nature's Bounty blessing. Nature's Bounty Awakening, flip your weak debuffs into strong debuffs. So Lydia has a weak source of fear, and that fear will be switched into true fear. We have a good chance. I think we have a 4, since we have a 4-star. So now let's just go and show you what you are supposed to do. So the key start, I'm just going to switch and do my A1. Why am I doing this? Simply for one reason, because I want to put increased accuracy. We're going to have increased resistance up. Lydia doing Lydia things. Titus doing Titus things. Go attack my Titus. See, everything is resisted. So that's like how you know that the run is working or not. Now we're just going to keep extending. As you will see. Okay, attack. We have one more turn. And at this point, okay, decrease the speed, landed. So now we switch. And honestly, I'm just going to extend because I don't want that increased accuracy. And I just leave it auto now until the end of time. And you see that my Lydia's debuff was resisted. Now it will never get resisted again because remember that we have increased accuracy up all the time. Now, just leave it on auto. And Wixwell will do Wixwell thing. He will buff, extend, he will increase the shield, and we have 2 champions, 3 champions here. So we have 3 champions, extend the debuffs, and Wixwell will make sure to keep that up all the time. So let's go to once I get to the boss, second form, we will continue. Okay, 3 million hit. That's a good start. Now, this is the second form. As you can see, the boss tried to flip, but nothing will happen technically. We still have our increased accuracies. Did we land the buff? Yes, that's buff number 1. Now we have 2, 3, 4. We have 4. Okay. He's gonna try to stun. He can't stun. I'm just gonna try to land a True Fear. Okay, we did not land a True Fear. We landed Fear, so we're not gonna use our A2. We have Poison. We are still at 5. Okay. Is that 6? No, we are still at 5. See, he can't do anything. This is supposed to be 7. Okay, now we have 7. So, damage the Chimera while it's under weaken, increase crit, and you are under increased crit rate or increased crit damage. Now, wait, do I have increased crit rate or increased crit damage? Okay, we have one of them. So, we don't have fear, so I can't use that. For obvious reasons, right, guys? We have fear, no true fear. But you know what? We can risk it. We can risk it for this video. Oh my god, she's a stunned 3%, man. Actually, I have to do a rerun. Sorry, guys. I got 3%. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, let's just go and do a rerun. Okay, so now we're back. And we can see that we are doing some good damage. Okay, is this fear or true fear? Oh, this is fear. Okay, I'm actually... Okay, let me just see how much damage I will lose. Oh my god, I lost so much. But hey, we got this and we got this. Now we need the poison, the smite, decrease defense, and the perfect veil. No, I don't care about that. I know I lost big shield, but hey, Wait, did I lose a shield buff? 1 second. Okay, guys, don't do this. You guys literally just saw why you shouldn't be doing this. Because I lost the magma shield and I lost the shield from the shield set. I only have 1 shield because that smack deflected. Like, we got reflected 20% back. Okay, in this video, we're gonna do what you should do and what you should not do. Why? Okay, you guys just witnessed why you shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so we managed to get the True Fear. Now you can see we have this one and bam, in 1 hit. What's gonna happen, guys? 12 million hit. That's insane. That's so freaking good. Look at that. We did... Wait, it didn't count. Oh my god, what am I missing? Oh god, we don't have increased crit damage, man. Why? That's because of strengthen. Okay, because you're only allowed to have 10 buffs in this game, so I managed to not have increased crit rate and increased crit damage. I need this trial, so we're gonna do another one. Okay, so we are so back. What we're gonna do, we have 2 here, like we can do this trial in 1 hit, okay? I'm gonna do another one. Bam, ready. So we finished the 3 trials. This one's gonna be so easy to do, so we're gonna leave this with like 3 trials, which is just gonna, like ramp up our damage. Or like, not our damage, our clash point. Like, this will skyrocket it basically, like, because doing 3 trials is a lot at the beginning. So you, like, it will affect your damage by a big portion. I mean, we have True Fear. Can I do it? I mean, technically, Titus doesn't have the thing. We don't have his A2 as far as I remember. So we have True Fear, but we're not gonna benefit from that. That's just life, Okay, now we are at Lion Form. Remember that Lion Form does ignore your shield, so technically this is not my actual health. So like Ovella here comes in so freaking clutch. Does that mean, yeah, we get this one? So ideally we want to get this one, and this one. I think we can easily get this one as far, and those 2. Those like are the main things we can actually get in this. And once we have decreased attack, it's not going to be as problematic. And you can see that he's doing lots of damage to my guy here. I don't know how much Wixwell is losing some health, but all I know is that Ovella will try to keep him healthy. So yeah, this is just an easy one to do. So like right here, I'm just going to put decreased attack. And now there is no risk on my Wixwell. So now we are at the Viper form. And like this is an easy one because, we have Titus that can put block active skill, and we have also Lydia that can do that work. So all I need to do is literally just keep it on auto. We technically can do everything. I don't think we can do that many trials. I mean, I have a toxic set here. I don't think the toxic set will be able to do even just this one. I mean, we have decrease attack. Okay, we just finished the decrease attack. Block, debuffs, and increase attack. I don't have this, so technically all my hopes now is just to do this one. But poison set doesn't do it. I have the poison set literally for one trial, which is this one here, right here. This is the only reason I have it. So as far as Lion, I should be able to do this one, and hopefully I can do this one. To do this one, you need to have your Titus crit capped, and that's not something I'm I can do. Hopefully I'm able to do this one. If I can do this one and this one and this one here, I should be the happiest person playing Raid Shadow Legend on a Friday night at 12 midnight. Yeah. That's the worst part about doing it. So guys, if you like this content, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I'm spending my Friday night trying to build a Titus team. So guys, just as easy as this, I was able to land a true field, which means we can go for the full Hail Mary and get the trial number 9, which is the most important one. I get stunned, I don't care, because this one was, you know, like the one that gives mythical material. So now I'm actually just gonna, you know, like leave it on auto, because at this point I actually got everything I needed. And let's just try to heal up and cleanse everyone, because now this is just the most chill key ever. Honestly, something to mention, I just noticed that my Wixwell has cruelty, even though I have a 6-star cruelty here. So something you could do to improve your damage is just put a brimstone, because I just noticed that I can't do this one technically because I'm actually missing. And look at this, I'm only missing like one brimstone proc, and I haven't been able to do that. That's how depressing my key right now. Like, it's so annoying. I'm just so annoyed by it. Oh my god, I'm gonna be the guy who's not gonna finish this just because I'm missing 50k and because I wasn't able to land brimstone. But that's not the end of the world. That should be fine, right? Okay, something to pay attention to is that on the last form, because I have the relic that gives extra turns to Mikage, so because I need to focus on this one, I am not supposed to do any A2 because I need those extra turns as much as possible. So you're gonna see me not using her extend. I mean, I have enough extenders, so let's keep that in mind. So I'm just gonna focus on doing those because I need to do this one. This one is the most important one right now because it gives 6 mythical materials. So we need to mention a couple of things here. Number one, my Wixwell died to Lion even though I had a fat shield because Lion ignores shield. So I increased his HP to be around 80,000k and kept his defense. His defense was around 7k, his HP was around 55k, so I had to drop his defense from 7.5 into 5.5 and increase his HP from 55k into 80k so he can survive the Lion, because I don't have an aspect of Sarat on him. If you want him to survive the Lion, you have to have aspect of Sarat, but because I'm running the heart on him, that's like just, you know, you can see now next attack that he will take lots of damage. See, if I had the 55k, I would have died here. But because I no longer have 55k, I have 80k, I am able to survive. And now I kind of want the heal to be applied. Okay, we got the heal. So like this is why. So even you can see here, even if the bosses steal the shield, as long as the shield is up on Titus, that's all we care. That's all what we need. And this is how to do a Titus team. So probably I'm just gonna show you the last 2 turns, and actually we have some good numbers here. Trials wise, I finished all of these. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. This one we need unkillable. So if you want to do this one, you have to use Emic. As far as the Viper, I don't think we care about anything here. So yeah, this is how to do a Titus team 1.1. I've spent around 6 hours probably. No, let's not exaggerate, actually 2 hours, but that's still lots of time. So guys, please, if you appreciate this content, make sure to click to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I think this is the only video on the entire internet that covers everything about a Titus team, including all the fails that you could actually face. Because, you know, we don't cut into the end. We show you, and if there is something wrong, we show you what's the wrong thing. And at the end of the video, I will show you everything, all the breakdown. Masteries, relics, builds, and gears on every champion from here. So things you could do to increase the damage is basically you put Lydia in 9 pieces feral instead of poison. I like the poison just to make this trial here way easier. Also, you could switch, because we have 1, 2, 3 buff extendeds, you could switch Wixwell to 9 pieces of protection. That's another thing you could do. Remember that I don't have a good relic on my Titus, so that's another thing you could improve. So if you have any damage relic on Titus, this number should be multiplied by 20 to 30% depending on what you have. If you have also a boss slayer, you could add another 10%. So we're talking about around 1 billion damage key. That's literally just you just do by having a better gear. If you have a 5-star soul on Wixwell, you could switch Wixwell from a resistance banner like I have into something else. A higher star awakening on Ovella is also a good idea. A higher awakening on Lydia is also a good idea. And I think we got some cool, yeah, 18 relics. That's actually a good number. Now let's just go and see the builds. So Lady Mikage, full protection, 370 speed, as much as those. Remember that she's not the highest defense or the lowest crit rate, so she's never vulnerable to getting killed. I recommend having more than 4.2k defense. Remember that you have increased defense from Wixwell, so you can have 4.2k defense after the increased defense. That's another thing. As far as the relic, I have Purge Shadow. It does help a lot. As far as the masteries, I have War Master. If you are lacking stats, you can always go for Unshakable or Eagle Eye. I mean, she doesn't need accuracy, so you can go for this one if you want. It's all up to you. That's everything about Lady Mikage. About Lydia, you can see I have her in Toxic plus stats. What stats do we need? We need to have 450 accuracy with the aura from Lady Mikage. So 400 resistance, 300 speed. If you have a faster Lydia, you can actually do way more damage because you're going to end up doing more damage on the ramp because you're going to have the True Fear up, same as having High Star Awakening. And now Wixwell. I had 7k defense, 55k HP. He was dying to Lion. I had to increase his HP to 80k. And remember, if you have High Star Awakening, you can just, you know, like look at my banner. It's literally a 5-star. I could just switch this to an HP banner. If I have an HP banner here, the game would be way easier for me. Do I have any HP one? No, it doesn't matter. I mean, I could just use this one. As far as I have Volcanic Heart. By the way, if you don't have a Volcanic Heart, you could get the same amount of damage just by having a Cat Gaze on this guy, on Titus. So because I don't have, I had to do this one. So now those gemstones are really important. This one, if you lose 20% more HP from a single attack, the next one will deal 20% less damage. And you saw that, like, whenever the lion hit you, he does way more than 20%. So the next one will do way less. So that will make you less vulnerable to die. Those two are insanely good as well, and this one sometimes does help. As far as blessing, brimstone is needed. It's actually very needed. As far as masteries, you can see that I went for the unshakable because I was struggling with his build, and now I realized that I actually have way more than enough resistance. But that's my gear. This is my only banner that I have, like, technically, quote unquote, a fast, merciless banner. Owella, the MVP, because Owella needs to be in a shield set, lowest crit rate, and after the increased defense, 4.2k defense, 80k HP is ideal. Aspect of Serath, and of course, you need to have this one. The boss does less damage to the wearer. I have two. And this one is also good because remember that she's going to be the tank for Ram. So the Ram has multi-hits, right? So this gemstone does also help a lot. Brimstone is ideal. And you can see that I didn't even finish her masteries. I found out about that today. As far as the preset, Mikage. Because I have Mikage the fastest, I switch her to the second form. I open with her A1. And then I don't have this one. And then she used increased accuracy. And she switched back, and then she will be on main form until the end of the game. Lydia, I do this manually, this one right here. Everything else, you don't have to worry even about the Viper, because remember that Titus's A1 does have a block active skill when someone counterattack, and Wixwell does counterattack, so technically you don't need this from Lydia. Anything you could improve? The champion they recently added, the thing with the True Fear, would actually improve this team a lot, because Lydia has no job here other than True Fear and decrease defense and weaken, and that's what that guy does. Wixwell, he opened with this and he never used. Sometimes I use it again because Mikage, when she switch form, she loses a bunch of shields, and you can see, just use that. As far as Titus, turn off all of his abilities on the second form, on the Ram form. You have to use it manually when you have the True Fear. So that's what I'm saying. If you have the new Void Legendary that is dedicated for Chimera, you can even have it on if you want. This is everything. I know it's a bit of a long video, but hey, we had to explain everything from A to Z because last time people complained that I did not talk about everything. That is it for today. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I will catch you all. Wait, before you guys go, let's just do this. Oh my god. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.